Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I will read from The Golden Child. My name is Aiden, and for as long as I can remember, I've been the other brother, not the golden child, just the one who faded into the background while my brother Noah shone. I built my own life quietly, even started my own consulting firm. I always smiled through family gatherings where my parents endlessly praised Noah. When Noah got engaged, it was a massive affair. My mom planned it like a royal wedding. I received my invitation a week before the party, not because they forgot, but because they weren't sure I could make time. Live an hour away, but whatever. I decided to bring a meaningful gift, a 5-figure check, a sizable contribution to their wedding fund, tucked into a plain envelope with a note wishing them clarity, integrity, and real joy. At the fancy banquet hall, my envelope was quickly snatched away and tossed onto a gift pile. Then came the seating. I found my name card at table 9, in the far corner, with plastic cups and booster seats, the kids' table. I laughed, thinking it was a mistake, but the planner simply confirmed. They said you're fine with sitting there. Not enough space at the main tables. I saw the 10-person main table with only 8 people at it. I didn't make a scene. I just sat down next to my 6-year-old cousin. I watched as Noah gave a long speech about family, only mentioning those at the main table. The laughter, the toasts, the photos, none included me. I quietly left before dessert. The next morning I received a call from an unknown number. It was Raymond, Isabelle's father. He calmly asked. The check with the note in the white envelope. That was from you, wasn't it? Surprised, I confirmed it. He then said, meet me tonight. There's something you deserve to know before the wedding. At the cafe, Raymond had a leather folder filled with documents, emails, screenshots, bank statements. He explained that Noah was using his real estate position to funnel funds through shell companies. He'd coerced Isabelle into signing documents she didn't understand, funneling funds into a fake account using her credentials, leaving her liable for fraudulent deals. Noah was deep in debt, using Isabelle's pristine credit to cover his mess. Raymond explained that Noah had told Isabelle my gift was something small, so she never opened it. But when Raymond saw the large amount, he started investigating. He'd shown Isabelle everything 2 nights ago, and she was starting to see the truth. He handed me the folder, saying I deserved a say in how this ended. He also gave me a sealed envelope. At home, I opened the second envelope. Inside was an old photo of Isabelle and me laughing, with "Don't let this rot" written on the back. I spent the next day poring over the folder. It became clear that some of Noah's fake companies were tied to my parents' old business, even a few under my mom's name. Noah was sinking and dragging everyone down with him. The wedding was 6 weeks away. Had to decide. Expose him now or play it out carefully, quietly. The following week, I kept my distance. Then my mom called, her voice artificial. She apologized for the table mix-up and asked about the rehearsal dinner, clearly implying I wasn't on the list again. I told her I'd let her know based on work, and she ended the call. 2 nights later, Isabelle called, her voice strained. She asked to meet at a coffee shop. She looked tired. I read everything, she whispered. I found emails on my laptop that Noah sent using my profile, emails I never wrote. She felt stupid, realizing he'd used her name, her parents' address, even her grandfather's college fund to fake clients and fund his lifestyle. You already knew that, didn't you? She asked, her gaze sharp. I admitted I did, but hadn't interfered until her dad called. She then pulled out my notes, saying it was the first honest thing she'd seen in weeks. He still thinks I know yet, she said. Ain't. He still thinks I'm clueless, but I can't let this happen. Her voice hardened. I want to know what you think I should do. I know you have a plan. I want in. How far are you willing to go? I asked. All the way. I pulled out a second folder from my backpack, filled with more details and a crucial record. And let's begin, I said. For the next 3 weeks, Isabelle and I worked tirelessly. She continued to act normally, gathering information while I prepared our legal case. We found he'd even stolen from her college fund. We moved her remaining money to a secure account and prepped a nuclear legal breakdown of his fraud. The wedding day arrived mid-June at a beautiful vineyard. Noah was smug, ignoring me. At 5:27 p.m., 3 minutes before the ceremony, Isabelle appeared, not in her wedding dress, but a pale blue suit, holding a folder and a microphone. Gasps rippled through the guests. Noah went pale. Thank you all for coming, she announced, her voice unwavering. I know you were expecting a wedding today, but instead, I think it's time for some truth." She told Noah to sit, and he did. For 20 minutes, she revealed everything. Excerpts from Noah's emails. Screenshots of falsified documents, how he drained her savings and used her as collateral. She looked at his parents, at mine. When she finished, Raymond stood. "Police are on their way," he said calmly. "They'll want to talk to you, Noah." My mother gasped. My father stared at the ground. Noah, red-faced, tried to leave, but I stepped in his path. "I watched you treat her like a prop," I said evenly. "Watched you treat me like a shadow. Watched you steal and lie while expecting loyalty you never earned." 2 officers arrived, reading Noah his rights and cuffing him. Kept claiming misunderstanding, but the truth was undeniable. Isabelle and I stood by the gate. She looked calm, empty, but free. "I don't even know how to feel," she said quietly. "You don't have to know yet," I said. "Just have to know it's over." She apologized for how my family treated me. I shrugged. "I don't care anymore. I'm just glad you got out." Isabelle moved out, changed her number, and cut ties. Last I heard, she took a job overseas at a nonprofit and looked genuinely happy. I didn't attend another family event for almost a year. When I finally did at my cousin's wedding, my parents were distant. Noah was still awaiting trial. But this time, they gave me a seat at the main table, front and center. They didn't thank me, didn't ask how I was, and that was fine. It's because sometimes the quiet brother isn't the one who gets walked over. It's just the one who's been watching the longest and knows exactly where to strike when the time comes. And that check, it cleared every penny. Because if they were going to make me feel small at the kids' table, the least I could do was pay for the show. Thanks for listening. See you next time.